This is what you saved your lunch money for. To the green in the finale of the Firemen's Nationals. Race off into turns 1 and 2. Freshly worked earth, top and bottom here. Problems on the start with the 71 to 𝑗𝑉𝑰𝑑𝑉𝑚𝑺. The mobile one, number 71, slow in turn number 2. Grabs a little bit of throttle on the back straightaway. We'll see if that brings the caution out. It does. Round of the NOS Energy start can. 𝑯𝑰𝑮𝑯𝑚𝑺 brings him to the drop of the green. We're going to dash off into turns 1 and 2. Cannon McIntosh trying to pressure that bottom, slides up across the racetrack. Boy, if you just thought you were running the bottom, well, it just got shown to you. Thomas Meseraull getting shuffled by on the inside. The driver making the moves was last night's winner, Zach Weigel, jumping up to lead lap number 1. Weigel, quick move on the bottom as Meseraull got her a little wide 1 and 2, and he was able to stick all the way down to the hub of the racetrack. Comes around to lead lap number 1. Cannon McIntosh running in second. Rematch from last night. Here comes McIntosh to the inside. This time he's going to lead as they come around to click lap number 2. McIntosh up across the racetrack. Weigel going to try to turn back to his inside. Not enough there as you saw the rear tires just come to life. Lost the grip of the cars. Ooh, look out. All kinds of problems there on the bottom side of turns 3 and 4. That car all over the place. Gets it back underneath him, though. Goes to the high side over in turns at 1 and 2. Problems over turn number 4. The 57 just backed her up into the wall. Caution lights come on. Didn't see how it started, just how it ended. Chase McDermott, Zach Dahm, and Gavin Miller, your top 10 as we go back to green with 27 to go. Everybody breaking the turns 1 and 2. Top to bottom to top here is McIntosh. Enters to the high side of 3, brings it down across the racetrack, does the I-30 line around to the front straightaway. He's going to continue to show the way, opens it up to 7/10, nearly 8/10 of a second. Weigel holds on to second. Justin Grant moving his line around, tries the bottom that time in the RMS NOS number 2. Around the inside of the Speedway through turns 3 and 4. Oh my, we got one upside down. That is Meseraull. And going into turn number 3, just got the car biked up and sailed her up into the concrete. So a tough landing, and again, that hard hit to the wall right at the very top corner of the cage. That is always one of the most concerning things in these cars. I know over the years they have made several safety improvements. In command, last time going to victory out of the short track at the Belleville High Banks. That was to open up the 2024 season. As we get back after it. Justin Grant on the inside, on the attack for the second spot. Does he have a run this time in the turns 3 and 4? Weigel fighting tooth and nail on the outside. Advantage will be to Grant. Jefferson County the last time. Justin Grant with a victory lane with 3 wide for the second spot. Here comes the pristine Auction.com number 86. Diving to the inside. They force the 2 up into the middle. Oh, look at Weigel. All kinds of sideways onto the top of turn number 3. Justin Grant had him lined up in a fantastic job by Bolt. Weigel on the save, and Grant for getting it rode up before we had a disaster contact to the back bumper there as Ryland Gray slid it up across the nose of Weigel. Weigel coming in, letting him know he was there. And again, getting that right rear way up into the fluff here. About a half a car width down is where you find the 89 running. As driver upside down up at turn number 4, red light's going to come on yet again. Frankie Guarini, the driver, going for a massive ride over in turn number 4. The Cornell Racing Stables number Studio 56 can bring that up. And the drone shot looking overhead, and oh man. From the inside of the track, you see that car just take flight. Field back to green. Cannon up to the top once again, down to the bottom. It's going to be a different player. It's going to be Zach Weigel right there. This time the 86 of Jason Pursley trying the outside. Here comes Weigel. Remember, he had gotten up there and led lap number 1. He got shuffled back a little bit, but now he is back in the fight. Cannon down to the bottom. Within a couple of car lengths now as they work around to the front straightaway, under a half a second separate. Cheats her up to the cushion over in turn number 2. Again, that right rear taking a hold of something, kind of launching the car up, gets it upset a little bit. This time going to run it in as hard as he can. In turn number 3, brings it out wide over turn number 4. Cannon still keeps him at bay for the time being. 4 laps to go, and that time, Dason Persley running that extreme high line that we've seen our leader run for the last few laps over to turn number 1. He's going to bring a huge head of speed into turns 3 and 4. Again, they cross each other up in the middle of turns 3 and 4. One entering high, one entering low, then they swap lines in the middle of turns 3 and 4. He is right there in the hunt as we look back. Zach Weigel, a distant third. He trails the leaders by 5 seconds now. Working around the bottom side, trying to change his lineup. Persley, the car getting way sideways at the exit of turn number 4. He's going to hand some car links back to your leader. 2 remain in this one. On to the back straightaway. White flag going to fly this time. If Persley wants it, he's going to have to mount a charge and come and get it here as they work onto the back straightaway for the final time. Slower traffic ahead, but not close enough to make a difference here as they work into turns 3 and 4. Checker flag is going to drop in this one. The driver, the number 71K, is going to victory lane. Cannon McIntosh wins the Firemen's Nationals here at Angell Park. As he'll crawl out of that race car, race fans, give him a hand. Your winner, Cannon McIntosh.
Cannon McIntosh has been awfully consistent lately. In his last 3 races, he has a second, third, and a second, and now in this 4-race span, Cannon McIntosh finally picks up a win, and Brian just talked about it a moment ago. Cannon, you had some interesting lines way high here in 1 and 2, then the diamond line in turns 3 and 4. What about those line choices worked so well for you?
Yeah, Keith and I just really thought about it hard on what we were going to do, and I gave him my input on, what I was comfortable with after qualifying and heat race, and we just kind of went back to what we did last night, and he had done something different in the heat race, and we were still good, but with the track work, we just went with our gut, and it worked. I feel like the car was just really good as the race went on. It actually got a little bit tighter as it went on, where I was worried we'd get too free throughout the middle of the race, but car just came to life as the fuel load kept burning off, and I was just watching them laps click off every lap, and I seen Dason poke a nose about halfway in, and I knew it was all out from there. I had to give it all, so that's what I did, and just kept running hard, and I didn't really know what line he was running. Keith said he was keeping it up all the way around, so I stayed with the line I was running. I felt like it was good, and it obviously worked. So it takes a great effort from this team. Keith, Caleb, Tam, Spencer, my mind's blank right now, but everyone that works so hard on this team, man, it's the hard work pays off. Keith obviously can still do this at the age he's at, man. He just I feel like he just keeps getting better, Every time we come out here, I feel like we improve. So I feel like we're in a comfortable spot right now. We're just going to keep plugging away. Not an amazing points night. Dason went quick time and ran second in his heat, and obviously finished behind me there, so not much to gain. But, when you can win them, it's always good. And just got to thank Toyota Gear Wrench, Mobile One, K1 Race Gear, my family at home, Mike, Christy, a lot of amazing people to make this happen.
I just talked about the run of consistency you've had in the last 3 races, 2 seconds and a third, and now a win in this 4th race. So I know you like being on the podium, but I know you like being at the top step of the podium. So how sweet does it feel to now have a win in this 4-race stretch?
It means a lot. Last night we were so close. I was running it with everything I had, I felt like I got to him there in traffic. He just got through a little bit better than me, and I was hungry for it tonight. Everyone I talked to before the races today, I said, we're going for it tonight, and that's what we did, just executed. I feel like qualifying, obviously you want to be quick time, but when you can qualify right around that 5th or 6th spot, it's huge, because obviously we started on the front row and just went all out from there. So, yeah, definitely better. Definitely feels better to be back on the top step. Podiums are always great, but wins are amazing.
We could go on and on all day about the drivers that have won the Firemen's Nationals, but to now have your name up there next to those guys, what does that mean?
It means a lot. I was obviously, before this weekend, watching the highlight when Jeff Gordon won, just pretty much 4 above it, and that's all I did tonight. So, it was the Lord guiding me at the wheel. I got to thank him above, and just thankful to be in this position. I seen that trophy last night Zach was holding, and I was like, man, it'd be nice to have one of those. So, just super thankful to get it done and be back in victory lane.
Career win number 8 for Cannon McIntosh, maybe one of the biggest as he collects the win here in the Firemen's Nationals.